And welcome back to the final part of Dave's movie trilogy, or not really trilogy, a trifecta, or however you want to call it. I went and saw 3 movies in one day, alright? Earlier I've already brought you the reviews of Snow White and the Huntsman, which was and Men in Black 3, which I really enjoyed. And now for the final piece, we're going to bring you Dark Shadows, the Tim Burton, Johnny Depp collaboration. Big shocker, those two working together. Oh, by the way, Tim Burton's wife's in the movie too. I know, he'd never cast her. They're not really even technically married, but his baby mama, I guess. And that's really the best thing I can say about the movie. I did not enjoy the movie at all. It was boring, it was bland, I didn't like the jokes, it didn't work for me. And while I'm not a huge fan of Tim Burton, I have liked a lot of his work, and I am a fan of Johnny Depp when he's in non-Tim Burton movies, and I've liked him in some Tim Burton movies as well. So I was a little surprised, because I am a fan, and for this, to me, it just didn't work. It could be my age range. I did not see the original Dark Shadows. I didn't even see the Dark Shadows revival, so I went into this knowing nothing other than Barnabas Collins, vampire, come back after a couple hundred years to lead his family. But what I saw, I just didn't like it. The story didn't seem to really have too much of a point. Like, it's really hard to describe exactly why I didn't like it. It seemed like it was missing specific details you needed. Like, okay, Barnabas came back, but now where are we going? And it was just like, well, this witch that cursed him to be a vampire, and which, first of all, I didn't know you could be cursed into being a vampire. I thought you had to be bitten. But she put a hex on him or played some voodoo magic, and poof, you're a vampire. Which, that in itself is just off-putting. Like, as I said in the last review when I mentioned Twilight, vampires don't sparkle. Well, vampires aren't hexed either. You become a vampire when you get bitten to become a vampire. It's off-putting, it's weird, I didn't like it at all. Tim Burton possibly has seen his better days come and go. That's several of his movies in a row now I haven't liked. That Alice in Wonderland adaptation was terrible. I'm not sure that I'm going to rush out and see the next Tim Burton movie. I would definitely say of the 3 movies I saw, they, in reverse order, like, they started really good and they got progressively worse throughout the day. This movie, it was actually so sad, so boring, that I actually took about a 15-minute nap after, we were about an hour in, and I just dozed off, couldn't keep my eyes open. The movie was just so blah. It's disappointing. I went into this one with high expectations, thinking Johnny Depp was going to bring something to the role, and he just fell flat. And that's really all I can say. He just fell flat. I'd definitely give this one 1.5 stars. If I had to give it a grade, then, an A to F scale, it's definitely a D minus. There's nothing redeeming about this movie.